Hello YouTubers and YouTube viewers, my name is Connor, and today I get to be showing you guys what just so happens to be the most famous weapon in the world, which is the AK-47. But instead of building the AK-47, I decided to build the AK-12, which is a newer weapon, but still in the same family, with a much more tactical look, a few more tactical rails, just a whole lot more features, and in my opinion, just looks completely better than the original AK-47. And even though you can never really beat this original beauty of a gun with a very simple design, it's still fun to be able to build a different version of it. So here it is, the AK-12, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Now the bolt on this gun is really cool, in that the charging handle is in front of the ejection port, which makes for a safer charge, as well as you can see that the bolt is ambidextrous, which means that you can use it as a right-hander or a left-hander with ease and not have to cross over hands or arms or whatever. Now down the ejection port you can see that it's nice and clear, but when you put the clip in, you can see the bullet perfectly lined up with the barrel, which is something that I did to make it just a lot more realistic and just makes it look like a real gun, especially that you can see down the ejection port. And now let's go to the clip. And as you can see here, I have my AK-12's clip, which is definitely my best clip I've ever created, because of the fact that it's 4 studs wide instead of 2 studs wide, which makes it feel a whole lot more realistic and just feels like the real clip. In fact, I actually went and took the real AK-47 clip and compared it to mine, and it actually turned to be the exact same size, which made it a really accurate replica without some of the extra details that you can't really do in Lego, which you guys probably know what I'm talking about. But anyways, the clip is really cool. I absolutely enjoyed it, and it almost is easier to build. And since it was 4 studs wide, I could actually load 3 bullets into it, which is really cool. And it makes it feel like the entire belly of the entire clip is filled with 40 bullets, which makes it obviously more realistic. And even though the bullets may look a little, cheesy or whatever, it still is really cool to build out of Lego. And you can see all 3 of them stacked up like that. And it's just a really cool experience to actually do it. And hopefully I can find more clips that are 4 studs wide, because it's really a good idea. And it just looks really a lot better in the gun. And as well as you can see the clip going into the gun and the stack of 1 studs going into the end part of the trigger guard there, acting as the mag release for the gun. And even though I couldn't really do a replicated version of it, it's still really cool to have there. And as you can kind of see the handguard and the rest of the gun, which I will be getting to extremely soon. Now, I just wanted to show something really quickly that I haven't really done on any other gun, but this time I put a big beam inside the handle and put it through the gun, which really stabilizes it. So it's the beam and the clipping on the top of the gun that makes the handle extremely sturdy and makes me feel a lot more comfortable using it. So now we kind of go into some of the details of the stock, and there's really nothing new to this except that it folds to the left side instead of the right. So the folding pieces are to the on the left side, and the pins on the right. And you might not notice it only if you're observant, or maybe even not that. It's not really irrelevant, but anyways, you can still use the gun even when it's folded. You can still pull the bolt on either side. It's not really the most fun when you're a right-handed user, just because of the putting your left hand on the handguard isn't really the nicest. And here's some of the details in the stock, such as that plate on the butt, which kind of acts as rubber, or the spring inside of it, whatever, to absorb a lot of the recoil. And if you pull the pin, the stock flies out and kills someone. So up here is the handguard, and on the right side you can see a lot of the details. And on the left side you can see the exact same details, no difference at all. Now from the bottom tactical rail you can put grenade launchers, grips, and flashlights, as well as from the top tactical rail you can put all the sights you can imagine. And here's the iron sights, which are really simple, basic, and they don't really take too much vision from you, which is always something a Call of Duty player looks for. As well, you can see the muzzle brake, the front sight and the gas piston and the rest of the barrel and all the classic looks of the AK. And as well as on the top, you can see the brand new tactical rail I came up with, which is also really cool. And lastly, if you look underneath the gun, you can see where the clip goes, and as well as the bolt slide across, which is to kind of add a little bit of detail to the gun. So in last words for this gun, even though it isn't the classic AK-47, it was still lots of fun to build, and I had a lot of great experiences with it, and there were lots of challenges that I had to go through to build it, but I still had a great experience with it. So lastly to you guys, thanks for watching.